you came to the event as awakeness. You are currently trying to figure out if Andreas is awake or not. There isn't an Andreas. And you do your head like, yeah, I know. But you don't. Because what you're missing is the same thing that everybody's missing when they come to me, and they think they know what the hell I'm talking about. See, Edgar thought he knew what I was talking about. Well, once I started talking to him, he stopped knowing about and just became his true nature. So true nature came to skillful means. Awakeness already. Awakeness came awake. You know, when you got a name like Awakeness, it's hard to take a nap. Awakeness, what is the chief, what is really the only thing we can report about awakeness? It's awake, but it's really always just awakeness. There's no Andreas to clear up. And the one who thinks he understands this, the only problem with that is the fact that it's Andreas who knows there's no Andreas. And that doesn't count. The only thing that counts is when, just like with Edgar, is when awakeness realizes that there's no Andreas. And suddenly this thing you think you've heard so many times before comes to mean something completely different. Because your problem is you don't understand this. And you want to understand it. You want to know, what is awakeness like? Well, you think about this. What you're waiting for is you're waiting for the non-dual experience. So the only problem is non-dual excludes anybody to wait for it. So this is the non-dual experience already, but you're not recognizing it, and you think there's an Edgar, and you think that Edgar is not getting it, and you don't know why. Because there's no Edgar. You know what? The one who thinks it's an Edgar is awakeness. What's conscious over there? There are no levels of consciousness. There are levels of clarity, it's a misnomer to call them levels of consciousness. There are levels of clarity, but there's only one consciousness, and that's this one. It's the one that's been known all of that unit's life, and all this unit's life, and all of everybody's minute. See, but it's a common consciousness. You don't have consciousness. Consciousness has got you. And you think that unit is living its life, but it's not. That unit is being lived. So use this to just begin to curl up the edges around I know what's going on here, because nobody can guess what awakeness is until what awakening is until it happens. Nobody can guess it, because it comes completely out of the blue, and it's exactly the opposite of what you expected. And I only know that because I've woken up thousands of people. So, and I woke up myself first. And it was pretty clear to me that I didn't need thousands to wake up. It was pretty clear to me, man, you could never understand this. So let this just sit with you and come to skillful means. And next time, come to skillful means, but leave everything you know about awakening behind. Just come to skillful means as just a guy and try to relax while you're there. Don't try to get it. The fact that if somebody's trying to get it, they will never get it until they quit trying to get it. Seekers don't wake up because they're seeking. You cannot. A seeker can't find anything. There's no definition of finding for a seeker. But when a seeker quits seeking and begins to notice what's already here, that's when a seeker can become a finder. Okay?